All right, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back, Coach Beasley here, Beat the Odds with Coach Beasley. All we do is work on basketball skills, dog. We're gonna get right into it. As you see, I'm already in a flow, so let's get it going. Jordan pivot, all right. If I catch it like this, we've talked about in previous videos, and I step forward, it's called a forward pivot, okay? If I turn, over this shoulder, it's called a reverse pivot. So forward pivot, right, reverse pivot, okay? So off of this forward pivot, if I decided to go downhill, I call that a Jordan pivot, just so we can differentiate between the two, because there's times I'm gonna have to catch it and then just face up, right? But then there's times where I'm catching it and I know my defenders pressure me and I can just turn this corner and go, okay? So at the course of these drills, I want us to start off like I do a lot of my triple threat stuff, throw it to yourself and hop into it, okay? Because we're gonna work on using our both feet to pivot. All right, we're gonna start off with Jordan jab scoring options, right? And then we're gonna work on the Jordan rip and then face up options off of it. All right, let's get right into it. We're gonna go Jordan pivot, 2 dribble pull up, turn over, so we can use both pivots. One, 2, now right foot pivot. Again, we got our Jordan pivot. Now we're gonna work on a Jordan jab, okay? So it's still Jordan, so I'm selling it downhill, but now I'm gonna jab, that's a jab, as in fake to one side. Meaning, when I catch it and I turn the pivot, or Jordan pivot from here, I'm faking the downhill drive and ripping baseline now for a pull up, okay? So the direction of the pivot is gonna be very important, right? Because it's gonna be hard for me to go towards the basket here and then try to rip past them, right? So I wanna sell, like, remember, my motorcycle turn here, wide. Notice I'm still wide with my feet. So now I could change directions, or I could rip, or I could even come back and step. So again, we're gonna Jordan pivot, and off of that, rip through to the baseline. Turn, pivot. Make 3, time. Oh. All right, now we add some sauce to it. So we've done our ball handling and our between the legs wraps. I'll do that again. So instead of ripping, I'm just gonna go between and then go downhill. So just like our stationary between the legs that we go, or moving between the legs, that same concept. So again, catch, turn, all between. Michael swim moves. Now we're going double between. Actually, we'll go tween cross. So we'll come pivot, shift my shoulders. Now looks like I'm going downhill, cross it. I'm gonna do that again, facing the other way so y'all can actually see it a couple times. So again, I'll go slow just so we can see both of those pivot options. So we got first option, Jordan pivot, go. All right, see it on both sides. Jordan pivot, go. Okay, Then we have Jordan pivot rip. So Jordan pivot rip. See it on the other side. Jordan pivot rip. Okay, then we got Jordan pivot with a between rip. So Jordan pivot with a between rip. Let's see it on the other side. Jordan pivot with a between rip. Last option, we got the Jordan pivot with the between crossed into a shot. Let's see it on the other side. We got Jordan pivot, between crossed into a shot. Actually, you know what? Instead of getting to the mid-range, let me give y'all something more practical. All right, we'll say the mid-range for another series. All right, we're gonna catch it. We're gonna sell the Jordan pivot, but instead of driving, I'm gonna get back to my triple threat, okay? So first option we're gonna do, we'll Jordan pivot, hey, pump, then rip. I'll do it on the other side. Jordan pivot, pump, rip. So we're ripping to the side that we just pivoted, right? So it's basically like a jab, pump, rip. All right, so again, turn, here, pump, rip. Hold up, hold up, hold up, oh. Ooh. Ooh. Hey, hey. All right, so that was, battery's about to die, perfect timing. So that was our Jordan Jab scoring series, part 1 at least. Again, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. I'm gonna finish off with 30 more makes, just spot shooting makes. I gotta get some shots up. Then I'm gonna get in this pool and get on the road because time's a ticking. I'm gonna try to get to, let's see, DC's like 9 hours. So in that time, I could probably read about 2 books, probably stop in the same lifetime out of Baltimore. And then from there, politic and figure out where I'm gonna stay in Jersey, maybe New York, we'll see. But again, I'm gonna get my 30 makes in, get up out of here.